Hi guys, this is Abhishek from Primal Push, and in this video we are going to look at how to get into the CRP or the constructive rest position and how to do various exercises in this position. That will be a separate video. In this video we are going to primarily focus only on getting into the constructive rest position. So why is constructive rest position so important? So some of you may have the anterior pelvic tilt, or some of you may have posterior pelvic tilt, depending upon your professions, your hobbies. You may have your hip position in one extreme or the other. So the constructive rest position is a neutral hip position which allows you to unload your spine, and also it is done lying prone, lying supine on your back, and therefore there is absolutely no stress on the back whatsoever. You can focus only on maintaining your spinal position. So it is a good place to learn proper hip position during various activities, and a good exercise to develop hip awareness. So to do CRP properly, we are going to follow the following steps. To get into CRP, we are going to start in this position where your head is on the ground, your chin is nice and neutral, it's not sticking up like that and not tucked in too hard. It's nice and neutral. Your body is relaxed, torso is relaxed, your legs are relaxed, so nothing is under tension. So one thing, if your chin is too high up, you may want to keep a block under your head just to support your head posture. Next up, if this is too high, you can fold a towel 2 or 3 times and then keep it. So you can keep, so the point is you can keep anything under your head so long as it is comfortable for you. So this is not a neck exercise or a trunk extension exercise. This is a hip basically alignment exercise. So we should be able to focus on it. So to do this, what you need to do is first anterior and posterior tilt of the hip while lying supine, right? So while maintaining this position, gently tuck your hip into anterior tilt and then tuck it back completely in posterior tilt. So if you can see, I am doing anterior tilt and posterior tilt, anterior tilt and posterior tilt, anterior tilt, posterior tilt. So do this about 10 to 12 times till you feel a good, till you get a good idea about where your hip extremes are. So let's say you have your anterior tilt somewhere like this, where your lower back is quite arched, and your posterior pelvic tilt is this, where your hips are slightly off the ground. So somewhere in between there is a neutral position. So hold that position, go to that neutral position. Once you identify the extremes, slowly reduce the range of the back and forth rolling of the hip till you arrive at a most comfortable position for your back, where it is not at all stressed, right? Next, all you have to do is simply rock your hips from side to side. Allow just a little bit of movement in your knees. Sway, it's not a movement per se, it's just a gentle sway of the knees. So gentle swaying of the knees side to side. Feel the roll of the hip from side to side, right? That will tell you if you are like more rotated to one side compared to the other. Once you have identified the side to side tilting of your hip, then again, like the posterior and anterior tilt, find the middle neutral position and hold that position. For some of you, holding that neutral position might be really challenging because you've been in one position or the other for your life till now. But now that you have come to a neutral position, your core will be firing very hard to manage that neutral position. Your body will be fighting you very hard to go back to its default settings, but try not to let that happen. So hold that CRP. If it is really hard, hold the CRP for about 6 to 8 seconds and then relax. Let your body go back to its original positions, and then repeat this process 10-15 times, couple of times a day. So that way you are building some strength and awareness of your hip. As you get stronger in the CRP position, you may be able to rest in this position for considerate amount of time. Once you have arrived in this position, once you are rested in this position, you are no longer fighting your body's impulse to go back to its original positions in like either hip position, extreme hip positions. So then all you have to do is simply rest, relax, do diaphragmatic breathing, exhale through the mouth, inhale through nose, exhale through mouth, do diaphragmatic breathing, and let all of the weight of your legs come down in your hip. Allow your hips to get really heavy so that they can sink in the floor. That will allow your hips to relax completely. Your deep hip flexor muscles, the psoas muscle, will relax consequently, and your hips will feel very loose, very relaxed. You will feel very relaxed. So this is the CRP position. So become aware of the CRP position, and once you are aware of the CRP position, you are going to attempt these next two exercises to stabilize your hip position further, to strengthen your core and to stabilize your hip position further. Make sure before attempting those two exercises you are very comfortable in CRP, so that you can be in this position for at least 5 minutes at a stretch. Only then attempt those exercises. I apologize for the lengthy video, but this is a topic which cannot be dealt with in a shorter video. I try to make it as small and as needful as necessary. So do try it out. I hope it helps you with your back issues. Let me know if you have any doubts. Let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next video.